Now as they head out to defend here. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. 7 for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come
Destiny.
The Bills get to it. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays.
Nicht zu glauben.
To take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to
Ja, jetzt hätten es fangen können. Mann.
Over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Douglas. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. 2-2 Atwell. Ready to go back out onto the field. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback when you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass. I think it's safe.
Field general once more leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 2-2. Taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Achane looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Greg Dulcich from a yard out. Returning to the field. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down by Landon Jackson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. Achane on the counter. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. Now working their way back onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphin. Set and ready to go. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 2.
The Dolphins are AFC champs, as we say. Thanks for watching.